back today, working on the house a little bit. Plan for today is we're going to get the rest of the locks changed on the house, and I'm going to go ahead and try to sort out some of the electrical issues just because the panel's in really bad shape. It's all rusted out, the cover, so we're going to put a new electrical panel cover on there and try to figure out what all the circuits go to and address the wiring problems in the basement. So this is where I'm going to start today. That is the door from the electrical panel, just showing you before. Here's the rest of it. So yeah, that's garbage. That's going in the trash. We're just going to start new. So once I get that figured out, we will start tracing some of this wiring. So believe it or not, even though these are the same part number, it's a slightly different size cover. So I'm going to see if I can make that work or not. So I got it knocked out here, and even though this is the same part number as the box that's in here, since this one in here is older, it doesn't quite fit. I mean, it lines up along the breakers, but it doesn't come all the way up over the top here. We're going to make it work though. Just have to drill some new holes with some self-tapping sheet metal screws. So the bottom holes line up, the top holes don't. So I'm going to drill a couple new holes here. I'm going to go outside and shut the power down completely. That's feeding into here just for safety purposes. And see if we can make this work. I'll have to finish off the top with a little bit of metal. That way it's completely encased. And then I'm going to blow the dust out of here. Screws started in here. Get the new ones drilled out for the top. There we go, we got everything put in, looks good. Power's been shut off outside. Little piece of composite plastic material I cut to put in here, trim out the top of the box just to make this work. Obviously sometime in the past, 10, 12 years, GE changed the design because these are the same part number. So just keep that in mind if you're running into the same situation. But with a little bit of a modification, it works. As you can see, everything else lines up perfectly right here. So that will work. Alright, now it's time to move on to identifying our circuits. Alright, so the plan now is to start labeling all these circuits. Since it looks like they went and installed what it would normally look like is this size here. It'd be a 20. It'd hold about 20 on each side, but these are a bunch of double breakers here to make it hold more. So it's not really going to match up with what you got going on over here. But it kind of does, I guess. So we're going to start labeling these what we know. So the only one I actually know right now is that this is the furnace. And I know that this is the hot water heater because it's taped off and says there's a warning about filling the hot water heater. So the rest of these I'm going to be installing or testing to find out what the circuit is and where it goes. Alright, now there are tools you can use for this. The first one is called a professional tone and probe kit. There's multiple kits like this out here, or tools like this, but essentially the power has to be disconnected for something like this to work. And what this does is this tool here sends a tone over the wire, and then you're able to pick it up with a specialized receiver. On the other hand, there is a circuit breaker finder, which works in a similar fashion, but it gets plugged into a circuit, and then it sends out a tone that can work when the circuit is turned on, and then you use this little receiver here to scan the breaker in the box, and you're supposed to be able to find it that way. There's also a little accessory kit that has a screw-in for a light bulb, and then an adapter that plugs onto the end of this, so you can just connect it to bare leads if necessary. So, like if you had like that broken wire I have down in the basement, I can strip the wire off, hook these leads to it, and use this to figure out which breaker it is, what it's for, maybe trace it back to another a line on the circuit, what it's for. But anyway, so you don't necessarily need both of these, but it is important to note that this one here, this style here, can be used on phone lines, internet lines, cable TV lines also. But like I said, if you're going to use it with AC, all the power has to be off to the circuit. Otherwise it will destroy this. Alright, so how this works, I've got it plugged in the kitchen, and I'll turn this on, and you scan right down the circuits here. Alright, so that's saying that that's that one. Let's try that again. And a good way to isolate it is, it's hard to tell if it's between these two right here. Flip it off. So that didn't do anything. Okay, so I flip that off, and you hear it shuts up. If I turn it back on, it'll start going again. So in a small breakers like this one, this setup here, sometimes it's hard to tell which one it actually is. So if you flip it off, you'll know that it's that one. Alright, so I know that that one is the kitchen GFI. And then just to be sure, what I'll do is with that power off, I come in here, verify that the red light has turned off on the transmitter, so I know that that's it. Additionally, this also has a GFCI tester button, so if I press that, it'll trip the GFCI. Alright, so in the great room, we have no power. Even with all the breakers on, there's no power to the light or fan. And there's also no power on any of the outlets in here. You can see something got a little hot in that outlet there. But my guess is that that other cut wire in the basement is running to this room. Now, did they hillbilly cut that wire because there was something going on with an outlet in here and that was the way to fix it? Gosh, I hope not. You just turn the breaker off. Or did they just happen to cut that wire thinking it was the furnace wire and cut the wrong one first, cutting all the power to here? Hopefully that's the scenario, and once I reconnect that, we'll be good to go. Alright, so I got a good start on figuring a lot of this stuff out here. I got a couple more 240 volt circuits, which there's two more. It's either the well or the AC. And now I'm going to go down to the basement and address that cut wire, get that done before it gets dark. Alright, so here's the split wire that I'm talking about, and it's headed the direction over this way. So it would make sense that it is the living room, since that's what's directly above us here. So I'm going to, in fact, yeah, that's the only wire. So I'm going to use my meter to make sure that wire is dead, even though all the other circuits are off upstairs. And once I've made sure that's dead, I'm going to strip it back and, like I said, try to reconnect, which I'm going to have to put in a box down here and make a connection to the other wire, and then we'll see what's going on with that. Alright, here's the solution. I just put a 2x4 cross in here, put in a junction box. Luckily there was enough wire that I was able to strip it off and do that. So I've got it back together. Now we'll go flip on some power and see if the house burns down. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Now, that's a good sign. We have light. Our outlets are working. So the question is, why was the wire cut in the basement? Could be one of life's mysteries. Or when the people were leaving, they just felt like being idiots and cutting a wire. Who knows? Alright, so got accomplished what we wanted to get accomplished. Got the new lock set on the front door, on all the doors actually. So there, some security plates, which is nice. This is like a steel frame, and then there's, you know, wood and steel behind there. So got that installed. A little extra security on the doors. And we've got the one on the basement as well. Then everything's working in here, so got the electrical situation figured out in here, which is good. So far so good, I should say. And then we got the electrical panel cover on, and there's just a few more circuits I need to trace down, but I can guess, you know, you get the basement and the sump pump, some other circuits like that, so get them traced out next time. And we're good. So got everything accomplished that I wanted to get done today. Alright, so hope you like this video. There'll be plenty more. Thanks.